Hey there, Ben Mankiewicz with you. Thanks for joining us on TCM for more of tonight's lineup honoring the seminal work of director David Lynch, who died in January, just a few days shy of his 79th birthday. Though Lynch stands as one of the most memorable and influential filmmakers of his generation, he directed only 10 feature-length films over the course of his 40-plus year career. Here's where we talk about the impact of those 10 pictures. Lynch's movies are widely considered to exist in the same rarefied air as some of his most prodigious contemporaries, directors like Steven Spielberg, Francis Ford Coppola, Martin Scorsese. Lynch's career as a feature filmmaker began in 1977 with the cult classic Eraserhead, a passion project that took Lynch 5 years to make. The film pretty quickly became a hit on the midnight movie circuit. Eraserhead's success prompted comedian Mel Brooks to hire Lynch to direct The Elephant Man, which earned 8 Academy Award nominations, including Best Picture and Best Director for Lynch. Lynch followed that film with the first big-screen adaptation of the sci-fi classic Dune, which was as big a miss as Elephant Man was a success. A box office and critical flop, Dune has been reassessed over the last 4 decades and now has a pretty significant cult following. After Dune, for his 4th feature, Lynch went a far different route, writing a completely original film, and it's the movie we have now. From 1986, Kyle MacLachlan, Isabella Rossellini, Dennis Hopper, and Laura Dern star in Blue Velvet. The story is set in the seemingly idyllic town of Lumberton, North Carolina, where kids walk to school down sidewalks lined with white picket fences and men water their lawns with garden hoses. Right from the start, though, Lynch lets us know that beneath the tranquility of this town hides sexually charged, dark, dangerous, and surreal forces, themes similarly explored in Alfred Hitchcock's brilliant 1943 film Shadow of a Doubt. Anyway, I've said enough about the story. This neo-noir needs to expose itself to you in its own time, in its own pace. Each member of the cast, which also includes Hope Lang, Dean Stockwell, Francis Bay, and Brad Dourif, delivers a signature performance. Even the most surreal characters in the film come off as completely authentic. In addition to writing and directing the movie, Lynch also wrote an original song for the soundtrack, released by De Laurentiis Entertainment Group in 1986. This is David Lynch's Blue Velvet. David Lynch earned a Best Director Academy Award nomination for Blue Velvet. It was his 3rd of 4 Oscar nominations in his career. Lynch never won a competitive Oscar, but in 2019, the Academy gave him an honorary Oscar for, quote, fearlessly breaking boundaries in pursuit of his singular cinematic vision. There's no arguing that David Lynch was fearless. You can see it in his inspiration for Blue Velvet. It began with hearing the song Blue Velvet, which has been recorded by multiple artists, became a hit in the 1950s, sung by Tony Bennett, then again in the 60s with Bobby Vinton. Hearing the song brought back nostalgic feelings for Lynch, memories of his childhood growing up in the Pacific Northwest. He then had another idea about sneaking into a young woman's room to watch her sleep at night and stumbling across a clue to a mystery. The final element that brought it all together was the image of finding a human ear in a field. All 3 of those ideas fused together in the script for Blue Velvet, which Lynch said was also heavily influenced by his favorite writer, Franz Kafka. Coming up, we continue our memorial salute to David Lynch with his feature film follow-up to Blue Velvet, a movie that reunited him with 2 of its stars, Laura Dern and Isabella Rossellini. throw in Nicolas Cage, and Wild at Heart is next on TCM.
Next on TCM, Wild at Heart, then Twin Peaks, Fire Walk with Me, and later, Eraserhead. We remember a visionary on TCM tonight.